During my Kundalini awakening, which, man, I think we're all gonna have to have it. I don't necessarily recommend it. It was a wild, crazy experience that was terrifying. Man, there's a mouse in there or something. But it was a terrifying experience. I thought I was ready. I had had an out-of-body experience before. I thought I knew what it was about, and I was absolutely ready to have it again. This wasn't the same. It got very overwhelming very fast, but I had to stick with it, and there was a lot of courage involved in that. I was fighting to hold on to it, even though I wanted to let it go. I don't know how to explain that, but when the voices on the other side were just kept repeating, "Remember who you are, remember who you are, remember who you are," I began to remember, and I began to realize that on the other side, I guess you would say, an entity of great power, and I have a great mission to carry out, and I believe this is part of my mission. I created a YouTube channel, I don't know, a week and a half ago. I had no intentions of making money off of it, no intentions of monetizing anything. I don't want super chats. I don't want your money. If I do make money off of it, I'm just going to give it away. But I didn't really know I was starting a channel. I was just to talk, just to share some stuff. But after the awakening, I'm starting to see the path being laid out before me. It's all purpose driven, even though I didn't see the purpose, and now I'm here recording this. But I'm understanding the purpose more now. I have to wake people up to these truths, to their powers. You have to take back control of your emotions. You have to turn the TVs off. You have to put the phones down. You have to begin creating. Stop watching other creators and become the creator yourself. Stop letting them hijack your attention. Turn that back in on yourself. Analyze your thoughts. Evict the ones that are no longer serving you. Surrender 100% to God and demand the truth. You'll begin to wake up. Meditate. Even if you believe that you're not getting results or that nothing's happening as a result of the meditation, trust the process. It's happening. You are slowly and gradually waking up. When we take our power back, they immediately lose theirs. They utilize fear. That's all they have to sell, fear and division. They utilize that to manipulate you, to keep you in fear, to keep you undisciplined so that they can control your emotions with their fear and division. I need you to wake up. I need you to remember who you are. I need you to realize that fear and doubt aren't real. They've been attached to you by people who didn't know better than to attach them to you. Your parents didn't know better. Just as you didn't. Just as their parents didn't. This has been going on for millennia. Jesus was sent here to expose this, to tell you the same things that I'm telling you. And they had to silence him. They had to kill him. The natives, Indians, if you want to call them that, although this isn't India, But the natives had these connections with source, consciousness, with Mother Earth. And if you didn't realize, they had to be killed too, because they couldn't be controlled. You can't control a populace that has a direct connection to the divine. They won't allow it. The same as Jesus didn't allow it. Fearless. Jesus was fearless when he went into the temple and turned tables. That's how you live your life. Death is not real. Jesus didn't fear death. Consciousness carries on. Energy does not die. All that happens when you exit your body is you are free of the sardine can. You're free of that confining little meat suit. You get to expand back into the infinite consciousness that you are. The oneness. I'll explain a little bit about that on the other side. Is absolute nothingness. The ether is what I like to call it. Absolute blackness. It's the most familiar place I've ever experienced since I've been in this life. Getting out of this life and going back to that was the most familiar. I'd been there a million times. I remembered it instantly. It was like I took off a virtual reality headset or something. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot putting this thing on. I forgot I put this on to come into this incarnation. You get to access all of your memories again. That's where they're stored on the other side. In that ether, in that absolute nothingness, is where everything is infinitely possible. I don't know how to make that make sense. Infinity's difficult to grasp, but when you've really dug into what infinity is, you realize that infinitely small and infinitely large are the same thing. I guess when you can comprehend that, your mind has been open so that you can comprehend the rest. Nothingness exists, and within that nothingness is where all things are possible.